Today, I am going to discuss letter to the editor. In that, I am taking poor condition of roads and I'll be discussing the board marking scheme also. Now, this is the question. Write a letter to the editor of the Gujarat Times, Ahmedabad, about the poor condition of roads in your locality, which causes frequent accidents. Sign yourself as Rachit or Rachita, living at 12 Marigold Avenue, Ahmedabad. Now, in case of the question, you will either be given the address of the senders. Now, if the address is not given, then obviously I'll tell you what to do. Now, in this case, letter to the editor, as such, CBSE in the new syllabus has not given specifically letter to the editor. It is written there letter based on a situation. So letter based on a situation, it can be letter to the editor. It can be letter of placing order. It can be letter of complaint. It can be letter of inquiry. And replies can also be there as no specification is there. So I will be making videos one by one for each case. So today we are focusing on letter to the editor because this is the base for all the letters. So now the format. Now first of all, sender's address. So as I've already told you that most of the time the sender's address, it is given in the question, and in case it's not given, I'll tell you later what to do. So here the address is given 12 Marigold Avenue, Ahmedabad. So we will write it like this: 12, Marigold Avenue, Ahmedabad. No commas will be there as such after the Marigold Avenue or after Ahmedabad. We don't need to put a comma or any other punctuation mark. After that, you leave a line. Then we have to write the date. So whatever date is, you have to write the date, and date, it should be written in this format. So this is the preferred format for the date. Then again, you leave a line. After that, we come to the receiver's address. Now, receiver's address, you have to write the designation and you have to write the address, whatever address is there. And you remember, this is very important, address, it should be in minimum 3 lines. Minimum 3 lines means 3 things should be there in the address. So this is the minimum requirement. In case some other thing like street name is also given, then the address, it will obviously become 4 lines. But minimum requirement is 3 lines. Like here, the editor, the designation, then he is the editor of which newspaper? The Gujarat Times, and then comes the state, Gujarat. So this is the receiver's address. Now, in case again the name of the newspaper is not given in the question, if it is written that you have to write it to a national daily. Now, this is the mistake that many of the children they do in their exam. So, if it is written, write a letter to the editor of a national daily. So, what they write in place of this Gujarat Times, they write national daily. So, remember, national daily, it is not the name of a newspaper. You have to write the name on your own, any name that is circulated nationwide. Now, in case in the question it's written, write a letter to the editor of a local daily. So, local daily means the newspaper that is circulated in your state, in your locality. It's mostly a state, not the locality. So, you have to write the name of the newspaper that is locally circulated. So, you have to take care of these two things. Now, after this, again you have to leave a line and then you have to write subject. So after the receiver's address, first you will write subject, and subject, it should be short and to the point. Subject, it should not be very long, and do not begin the subject by writing letter to the editor. Okay, letter to the editor regarding this or highlighting this straight away regarding the poor condition of roads in our locality. So this will be your subject. After the subject, you have to leave a line, and again now comes salutation. So sir or madam, or you can write both because you don't know who is the editor, and there is no need to write dear or respected. No need, so do not write dear sir, dear madam, or respected sir, respected madam. There's no requirement for this. Now next here, you can leave a line here. The only point is that your presentation and your writing, it should look neat. So in case you feel that by leaving a line it will look neater, then you can leave a line. Now after this we come to the content. The content, it has to come in 3 or 4 paragraphs, and what each paragraph should contain, then that we'll be discussing. So I'll be discussing regarding this topic only, poor condition of roads in our locality. So here comes what should be there in the content. So first paragraph, it should be introduction with the problems and reasons. Second paragraph, it should have causes and effects. And third paragraph, it should have suggestions and conclusions. Now, if you want to make a separate paragraph for conclusion, so obviously it will be 4 paragraphs. So these things, obviously, they are going to change according to your question. So 3 main paragraphs, introduction and problem, you can discuss in the beginning. Then you can write causes and effects and then give suggestions and conclusion. Now after that again you will leave a line and then the complementary clause. Complementary clause, it's always you remember to write yours sincerely or yours truly to be on the safe side. Do not write yours faithfully or yours obediently. These are not to be written anymore. So name in the question is given Rachit or Rachita, so you can write Rachit, any one name. And in case name is not given, then kindly do not write your name. Write there XYZ. Then write the name that is given in the question. If not, so as I have told you, don't write anything else and never write your own name. Now these are few more important things that you need to remember because students, they make mistakes while they are doing this. So in case the address is not given, the sender's address is not given, then you have to write examination hall and ABC city like this. No commas anywhere in the format and maintain left hand side margin throughout the letter. This is very important. Throughout the letter, maintain left hand side. Do not make it zigzag. So the presentation, it really matters. Now like this. So you can see the left hand side margin, it is maintained. So first this is the sender's address, then you have to leave a line, you have to write date, then again leave line, again this is receiver's address. So again 3 things in the address. Here you can see here also there are 3 things in the address. This is the house number, then this is the avenue, and then this is the city. So 3 things are minimum for the address. Then comes the subject, then sir, madam, and after this you have to begin with the content. So now I'll be discussing the content. So let's write the content. So sir, I am writing this letter to highlight the poor condition of roads in our locality. Now I'll be giving you 2 contents. One, it is an average content, and other, the second content that I'll be giving, it is a little advanced. So I will be differentiating that how the marking scheme of the board, it will differentiate or it will differ for both the contents. So that is very important. So the first content or the first sample, I am writing this letter to highlight the poor condition of roads in our locality. Our locality is one of the posh localities in Ahmedabad, but the broken and poorly maintained roads give a very shabby look to the area. Traffic congestion, faulty drainage system, lack of maintenance are some of the reasons which contribute to this problem. So as I said, first paragraph, the beginning, it should be the introduction, that why, what are you writing about, and then you have to discuss the problem. So the problem is the broken and the poorly maintained roads. So the reasons, if there are any reasons, you can write them. So I have written like traffic congestion, faulty drainage system, and lack of maintenance. They are some of the reasons. So this makes my first paragraph. Now remember, now few of you begin the letter by writing your name here, that I am so and so of this and this place. There is no need to write this. You have already written your address in the beginning. So why to write here again that you are so and so? You will be signing your name at the end. So don't do that. Don't do that. That is not required and that is not correct. So this is the introduction. Now the second paragraph, it is causes and effects. So our locality is near the main market, due to which there is a lot of traffic on the nearby roads. The potholes in the road add to the chaos. As a result, many accidents occur on the road during the peak hours. During the rainy season, our locality becomes an island and a home to many waterborne diseases. So, these are the effects and the causes. So, in the causes, I've written that since the area is near the main market, so there's a lot of traffic, then there are potholes which add to the chaos. As a result, there are accidents during the peak hours, and then for rainy season, the effect is it becomes an island and a home to many waterborne diseases. Now, here we can add many more things. Obviously, there are so many points that we can add, but you have to take care of the word limit also. So, whatever you are writing, that should be written expressively. Now, next comes the suggestions. So, I have been complaining about this to the municipal corporation for the last 1 year, but all my complaints have fallen into deaf ears. It is high time that the concerned officials do their part and repair the broken road and the faulty drainage system. Even the traffic police should depute a permanent traffic official in the area to prevent traffic congestion and minimize accidents. Regular maintenance should be carried out, and any dereliction of duty should not be taken lightly. So, I have given a suggestions, minimum 3 to 5 suggestions should be there. So I have written that I have been writing complaint letters to municipal corporation, but they have fallen into deaf ears. So it is high time that the broken roads they should be repaired. Faulty drainage system should also be taken care of. Then traffic police should be deputed so that there is no traffic congestion and accidents. They are also minimized. Then I've written about regular maintenance also and dereliction of duty. So dereliction of duty means the officials who are not doing their duty properly, whether willingly or unwillingly. So I have mentioned all these suggestions. So minimum 3 to 5 suggestions should be there. And last, now I am concluding. So I hope my concern will find some space in your newspaper and serve as an eye opener for the concerned officials who seem to have forgotten about this area. So yours sincerely, Rachit. So again, you are writing yours sincerely and you are signing your name. So you are not to write your name in the beginning that I am so and so. Now here again, when you are writing yours here, you are not to put any comma. Apostrophe will not come here. Remember this. Now, next I'm going to give you the other sample. This is a little advanced. So it says, through the columns of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities towards the poor condition of roads in our locality. Now see, I have started this in a different way. So the previous one was I am writing uh, to highlight the problem, and here I am writing through the column. So you can write it in any way. So our locality is near the main market at Kabir Park, making it the most used area by the people going there. But if someone sees the deplorable condition of the roads of our locality, he may think that these roads lead to some remote village. The roads of our locality have not been repaired for the past 3 years. So if you see the difference in the first paragraph only, so I have made my point clear, but I have taken different points. So I have even used different words like deplorable, so it would look like some remote village. So these kinds of words and expressions, obviously they add to your marks. There are countless potholes in the roads, making the purpose of the road a failure. Now, this phrase, making the purpose of the road a failure, again, this is an advanced expressive sentence. This situation aggravates during monsoons when the potholes they are not visible, because of which the area becomes highly prone to accidents. So highly prone, it is another expressive way to write it. It also becomes the breeding ground of mosquitoes. Being close to Kabir Park, many vendors encroach almost 1/4 of the road, including the footpath during evenings. So here I'm discussing another problem, the problem of encroachment, thus increasing the traffic congestion on the already problematic roads. Again, increasing the chances of accidents and traffic jams during the peak hours. I would like to remind the authorities, now the suggestions have come, that we pay high taxes every year to the government so that we can enjoy certain basic amenities. Providing for the basic needs of its people like hygienic food, potable water, good roads, safe surroundings, etc., is the prime duty of the government and our right. But I must say that the concerned authorities they have failed miserably in performing their duty. So I request you to publish this letter of mine in your newspaper so that the concerned authorities wake up from their slumber and take some immediate action to improve the condition of roads. I hope that this issue will be addressed soon to avoid any other accidents in the area. So again, then yours sincerely and Rachit or Rachita, whatever you can write. So here is the difference that how in the exam when you are writing the same letter and you feel that you have written all the points but still someone has got more marks and you have got less marks. So where the difference lies? So the difference lies here. Now look at the marking scheme and understand how marks are allotted during the board exams. Now in case the letter is of 10 marks, now the letter based on a situation it is for 10 marks, but now in the reduced syllabus the marks of the letter they have been reduced, but I am going to explain it to you according to 10 marks. So format it carries 1 mark, content it carries 5 marks, expression it carries 4 marks. Now in the format that is a 1 mark there should be 6 things. So 6 things, if I go back then I can tell you what 6 things. Let's read these, yes, from here. So this is the first, sender's address, date. This is number 2. Number 3 is the receiver's address. Number 4 is the subject. Number 5 is the salutation. And number 6 is this complimentary clause. So these 6 things should be there in the format, only then you will get 1 mark. So if in case any one thing is missing, your half mark will be deducted. Now obviously they cannot deduct less than half mark, so your half mark will be deducted. So 6 things, remember, 6 things should be there. And in those 6 things also the address should be in minimum 3 lines. Remember all these things. Now content, it should be of 5 marks. So in the content, obviously 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs. First paragraph is introduction and your problem, then reason. Second is of causes and effects, and then suggestions. Now when you are writing the problem, when you are writing about the causes and effects, so your points will be counted, that how many points you have covered. So for 5 marks, they will count in the content that you have covered 5 points. Suggestions, they should be separate, 3 to 5 suggestions as I've already told you. Then expression. So this is where the difference arises. The expression that is of 4 marks, in these 4 marks, your grammar, that is going to be checked, spellings, then use of different words, whether you are repeating the same word again and again or your vocabulary it is varying, then phrases, what different kinds of phrases are you using, then cohesion and coherence and relevance of ideas. So it means that your points, they are logically written in the paragraph. They are meaningful and it doesn't seem that your one sentence is abrupt and it is not connecting to the next sentence. So logical coherence and cohesion should be there. Everything it should it should become a part. It should not seem like there your one paragraph is different and the other paragraph is totally different. So it all should look like one single thing. Now this is a very important note. No marks are awarded if the format, if only the format is written. So some students, what they do in the exam when they don't know anything about the topic, they just write the format and they leave rest of the letter. So in case you do like this, you will not get any marks. You will not even get 1 mark for the format. Credit is given to creativity in presentation of ideas, appropriate use of language, and skills of reasoning. So that I've already explained to you. So you write accordingly. You think of a different words, different ways to express yourself, and there is no stopping. Anyone is not going to stop you from getting full marks in the letter. Now, a few important expressions. So I'm giving you a few important expressions like the beginning. So you can write like I am writing to draw your attention to, or I wish to draw your attention, and through the columns, that is a very well known thing, and I know students, they are very well aware of this. But now if the letter is based on some article or news that is published in a newspaper, so then you can write like this, that I am writing this letter in connection with the recently published news item in your reputed newspaper. The news was very disturbing, but at the same time, it unveiled the hypocrisy of the concerned government officials. So obviously, this line, it will vary according to the news, what kind of news it is given in the question. So suppose it is midday meal or schemes for girl child scholarship schemes or whatever. So this line, it will change accordingly. Then you can even write, recently I came across a news report in your esteemed newspaper which highlighted. So you can begin like this. Then reasons and causes, you can write, this issue is not a recent one. However, in the past few days, it has become a cause of concern for everyone. To start with, so you can write your reasons. Then effects. Now, because of this, so and so things they are happening, or as a result, or consequently. So these are the difficulties that we are coming across. So like this, you can write. From suggestions now. At this point, it is necessary. So write your suggestion, what you feel is important. First and foremost, we need to do something. So whatever you need to do, you can write there. It would be best if we could, so write your suggestion, or the concerned authorities, again, write your suggestion. Another way is, so when you are writing your next suggestion, you can begin the line like this. Another way is this. Then conclusion. So I hope this letter of mine would serve as an eye opener, or I hope that realizing the gravity of the situation, you would publish this letter of mine, and so and so. So these are all the points and different ways that you can use to express yourself. And in case you do it logically, step by step, then there is no chance that your marks will be deducted. Now, I hope that everything is clear and this video will help you a lot. And if you think you are going to, or it is going to be helpful, kindly subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, because sharing is caring, and support me with a thumbs up. I hope you like my videos, and I'll continue posting videos like this. Thank you.